Welcome to the Misconceptions of the IT Industry. In this episode, I will discuss the significance of humility in the field of information technology, discover how maintaining a humble demeanor can foster a growth mindset, enhance collaboration and communication, and prevent complacency. By embracing humility, IT professionals can approach their work with an open mind, recognize the strengths of their peers, and acknowledge the need for continuous learning. This outlook leads to a more innovative and dynamic work environment and helps individuals stay updated with the constantly changing technology industry. At the end of the day, being humble contributes to greater success and fulfillment in the field of information technology. I will also explore the benefits of humility in the IT industry, and you will learn why it's crucial for personal and professional development, teamwork, and staying current in a rapidly changing field. Being humble involves having a modest view of one's own abilities and being open to learning while recognizing the strengths and contributions of others. The information technology is an ever-evolving field that requires constant learning and adaptation. As IT professionals, we are constantly faced with new technologies, systems, and challenges that test our knowledge and skills. With so much to learn and so much to keep up with, it can be easy to fall into the trap of thinking that we know it all. However, the truth is that no one knows it all, and the IT field is no exception. That is why you have to have a humble mindset when you are working in the tech industry. One of the key attributes of a humble IT professional is their willingness to admit when they don't know something. Being able to admit when you're unsure or that you don't have the answers is a sign of strength and maturity, not weakness. It shows that you're open to learning new things and that you're aware of your own limitations. This is particularly important in the IT field, where being able to learn quickly and adapt to new technologies is essential to success. When you're willing to admit when you don't know something, it makes it easier for others to trust you and respect your opinion. Another important aspect of humility in IT is being open to feedback and criticism. As professionals, we all want to be seen as experts in our field, but the reality is that we all make mistakes. Being able to accept feedback and criticism without getting defensive is an important part of personal and professional development. When we're open to feedback, we're able to learn from our mistakes and improve upon them. It allows us to see things from different perspectives and gain a better understanding of the problem at hand. It's also important to stay humble when working with others in the field. Collaboration and teamwork are key aspects of the IT field, and being able to work well with others is essential to success. A humble attitude can go a long way in fostering positive working relationships with colleagues and clients. When you approach your interactions with others with humility, you're more likely to be seen as approachable and easy to work with. This makes it more likely that people will want to work with you and that they'll be more willing to help you when you need it. One way to stay humble is to surround yourself with people who are smarter and more experienced than you. When you work with people who have more knowledge and experience, you're exposed to new ideas and different ways of thinking. This can help you to broaden your perspective and to learn new things. You'll also be able to learn from their mistakes and avoid making the same ones yourself. Another way to stay humble is to stay curious and continue to learn. The IT field is constantly evolving, and new technologies are being developed all the time. By staying curious and making an effort to learn new things, you'll be able to keep up with the latest developments and stay ahead of the curve. This will not only help you to be a more effective IT professional, but it will also help you to stay humble by keeping you aware of the vastness of the field and the things you don't know. Just remember, some consequences of not being humble are poor decision making. Arrogance can cause one to overlook important information and make poor decisions, potentially leading to failure. Damaged reputation. Not being humble can lead to a negative reputation among colleagues, making it harder to build and maintain professional relationships. Decreased job security. A lack of teamwork and collaboration can lead to lower job performance and a higher risk of being let go. Missed opportunities for learning. Humility allows for openness to new ideas and perspectives, which is essential for continuous learning and growth in the technology industry. Without it, one may miss out on important opportunities for development. A lack of humility can manifest itself in many different ways, including a tendency to interrupt others, an unwillingness to admit mistakes, and a refusal to consider others' opinions and ideas. A person who is not humble may have the perception that they already know everything and don't need to learn from others, but this does not necessarily mean that they are actually knowledgeable about everything. Being a know-it-all can actually be a hindrance in the tech industry, where the pace of change is rapid and continuous learning is essential for success. When you stay humble as an IT professional, you're not just doing yourself a favor, you're also benefiting the industry and the people you work with. When you admit when you don't know something, you're more likely to learn and grow. When you're open to feedback and criticism, you're more likely to improve upon your mistakes and become a better professional. And when you approach your interactions with others with humility, you're more likely to foster positive working relationships and contribute to a culture of mutual respect and trust. As you grow as an IT professional, you'll naturally become more experienced, but don't let that experience cloud your ability to see things from a new perspective. Stay curious and don't be afraid to ask questions. This can mean asking a colleague, supervisor, or a more junior person. By doing this, you'll not only be learning new things, but you'll also be giving other people the opportunity to share their knowledge and experience, which will help to cultivate a good culture within your organization. Finally, it's important to remember that humility doesn't mean being meek or timid. A humble attitude doesn't mean that you can't speak up or that you can't take charge when needed. It's about approaching every situation with a sense of perspective and balance. It's about being confident in your abilities, but also being aware of your limitations. It's about being willing to admit when you're wrong and to listen to others when they have something valuable to contribute. It's about being able to put your ego aside and work towards a common goal. In conclusion, staying humble is an important trait for IT professionals. It's a quality that will help you to learn and grow, to foster positive working relationships, and to succeed both personally and professionally. Remember, humility is not about being weak or timid. It's about approaching every situation with a sense of perspective and balance. So always be willing to admit when you don't know something, be open to feedback and criticism, work well with others, stay curious, and continue to learn. This episode of the Misconceptions of the IT Industry, the importance of staying humble working in the tech field, has came to an end. Stay tuned for future episodes of the Misconceptions of the IT Industry. Until then, farewell.